Okay, I'm going to turn my camera on, and if we're ready to go live, I'm going to press my button.
You
can take that one
says
off.
it's live, but it didn't do it the other day. Oh, it is. It went right to live, but it's saying no. I don't know if we're live
yep.
or not.
There's the notification.
Yeah, we're live. Sorry, I thought I had to set it up more.
That's okay.
Every other day, I've had to go in and put the settings in again. So it's so weird. And why does it say, because I didn't update the titles over here. I wonder if I can still do it.
You should be able to edit titles.
Okay. It's day 3.
And if not, we can just like comment on it and tell people.
I can change it later.
Yeah.
It's Betty, Courtney, I'll say Goth Fairies.
Hi.
And Oldboiler.
Settings. Pop out.
That'll do. That'll do.
Twitch chat goes here. Share this on Twitter.
Sorry, we weren't quite ready, but it's 7 minutes after.
We're here.
Sorry, we're late. All right.
That's
one
okay.
of these
technical difficulties.
One of these days I'll get it together, but I wonder if I ever do, if it, you know, it would be too boring.
Yeah, it would be.
Part of the cats are on fire today.
Yes,
they wanted to say hello.
I don't know what they want. I think they're just not used to the house being so quiet. They live in a family of 5 with, you know, small children, and I think they're just like, why is it so quiet here? Where's the action? Okay, so this is the 6-day viral and Lovey challenge, and today is day 3. So, Glynis, why don't we start with you? What you have going there? I know you just got it all set up. Are you ready? Are you?
Yeah. I just started crocheting.
Your other things. So, Glynis has she has a special way of chaining a really long chain, and for a 6-day kit blanket that I think would be really helpful and interesting for a lot of you. So go ahead and take it away.
Okay, so I've gone old school. So I pre-prepared one. So basically, you just chain along. The pattern says 5 single crochet, 6 half double crochet, and then 7. But so I put a marker in at my 5. I put a marker in at my 6, and then where the 7 single crochet is, I mark the 4th one because that's the middle of the 7th, and that's going to be the skip stitch when you come back to the valley.
It's the valley.
That's the valley. So then I count 13 and 13 and 13, however many valleys that I want to the end. And then when you get to, because I'm left-handed, so this is going backwards for you, but it's still the same, because at the end, where that valley is, it's 4 single crochet to that marker, which is then 6 half double crochet, and that's the end of the peak, and then the 5 single crochet is your last stitch. And that should work. And then you come back, well, I've come back this way, so you come back with a row of single crochet, and when you start going up the hill, so I think is it 3? I haven't got my pattern over there.
It's 5, I think it's 5 single crochet.
On the first one, on row 2.
On the row 2, you're right, it's 3 single crochet, and then it's, I think it's 3 half double, 2 double,
and then 2 chain, 2 double, 3 half double crochet, 1 single, and then there's your skip stitch where your marker is.
Yeah, the slip is in the bottom.
And then, and then 1 more single crochet, 3 half, 2 double, 2 chain.
It's really good because then as you go up the rows, then you know you're on track when you get to this the slip stitch should always be in the same place. They should all be
Yep.
lined up.
Yep, they should
So-
be. And my
that-
one, which if
Let's
I
see.
put it over the, if I put my
Hold on,
one
let
over the top, here it is here. Hang on, I'll just stand up. You can see my jar
I'm
here
gonna,
because it's 11 o'clock at night here.
Nice pajama bottoms.
Yep.
They look comfy.
Excuse me.
They are. Oh, hang on, I'll have to go up. So there is my start. This is my one that I'm doing at the moment. And so all of my,
Oh, hang on. I have the wrong thing spotlighted.
that's all right. I've got you. Hi. So all of these are still in from when I started. And there's all my valleys
Oh,
still in.
those
That looks
colors
awesome.
look really nice.
So,
Is that the mandala in spirit?
yes, that's Mandala Spirit. Hang on, look up.
Why does that
That's
look
my favorite.
brown? It's
Sorry?
just the light. It's
Just
Yeah.
the light, yeah. Just the light.
oh, that looks so nice.
So there you go.
I know what it is too. It's a secret. She's not saying it's not really a blanket.
That's a blanket.
It is a blanket. That's not the thing you're working on.
Yes, it is.
It is not a blanket.
Anyway,
It's
that's
not
how
a
I
For the
blanket.
purpose of the video, it is a blanket.
It's a blanket.
something.
But that's
It's
how I do it.
something that's
It's a
coming.
secret.
It's secret, super secret.
Join us on
Patrons.
Patreon.
Yeah. Anyway, you can take that off now. I'll take.
Come join us on
I'm
Patreon
still
to find out
admiring
the
it.
Oh, you
secret.
can admire it if you want to.
I'm admiring it.
It's a little bit. See how I said it's a little bit loose, but I like the drape. I don't want for what it is. I don't want it too heavy.
For what it is, drape is
Whatever
good.
It looks
is.
beautiful.
Hang on,
It looks
turn my
really
little light.
beautiful. So people might not know that they can, you know, that they, when they go up or down a hook size, it's not necessarily because it's the right way to work the yarn. It's like we can choose the drape that we want, you know. You can choose to have it be to work a larger hook size and have it be more drapey, or you can choose to work it smaller and have it be tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because on my blankets, I like them. I like my blankets tighter than
Yeah, it's good
whatever
to
this
have
might
your
be.
it's good to have your blanket be tight, or a larger, you know, a large heavy thing be tight.
Yeah.
Like we make the blankets with the I have one right here with the tea cakes, the really chunky yarn. And this is one I made a long time ago, and I've been using for a year or two or more, and you can, it stretches.
Yeah.
It stretches out. So those
Definitely.
stitches were not that open. Those holes were not that big when I first made it. So this is really super heavy yarn. So anything you knit or crochet is going to stretch. So if it's
Yeah.
really heavy, it's good to start it off tighter. And even people say like, oh no, it's buckling or it has that accordion, but that is going to stretch
It'll
out.
stretch.
It'll stretch in one wash or two washes, or, you know, when you're laying on
Couple
it,
of uses.
couple of uses, and you have it laid out on the couch. It's going to be done. Thank you so much, Glennis. So
Ah, that's
Glennis
okay.
is-
And do you like my hat?
you're wearing Maya's roommate's hat.
I could probably grab one as well.
But
We
it's
had
sad.
Linda says hello on YouTube, and then we had Glenda saying good evening / morning, and then Amy said good morning, and then Linda Olson said it was very pretty, and Glenda said thank you, Glennis, that's a great cheat. I'll use that and pretty work.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
That's
it
everything we missed while we were chatting.
Oh, great. I was just going to say that look at the cat.
I know.
I left out
I'm
the
looking at
hat
the
on.
cat.
I don't know what she has. She found a little something, crumb of something on the floor. I was just gonna say that, Glenn, you know, your real name is showing up on the Zoom, so I just
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to tell
fine.
people that you are, if they want to tag you for help on that technique in the group,
Yeah,
that they should tag Oldboiler Robo.
yeah, that's me.
There we go. Now I'm matching.
So, but the
This one
story
on.
with my hat tonight is that I made this at the 10th of June when New South Wales played Queensland the first time this year.
Yeah.
So whilst the football was on, I made this.
Oh,
during
they're
the
playing
game.
again tonight.
They did, and they lost.
Oh no.
So, but we won the series. We just didn't get a
Oh,
three-way
sweet.
clean sweep. So it would have been nice to win 3-0.
It doesn't matter. You didn't
anyway,
get a clean sweep. You beat them. That's all that matters.
we did, but we beat them 2 weeks ago. But anyway, that's why I've got the hat on. And if anybody wants to make one of these hats, it's very easy and very quick.
It is. I love it. And your hat
I
is
didn't put
adorable, Beth. And this is the that Shapier's yarn that I use for everything now. The chunky monkey. And now I want to make an outrageously big
Oh
hat.
yeah, that is outrageous.
The story of my hat is that I made this hat on New Year's Eve 2020, and I might have been drinking a little bit of tequila at the time. But it's the 6-day kid blanket hat, and it's a little hard to resize this hat because you have a 17 stitch repeat. But I mean, I knew it was going wrong anyways, and I just kept going because it was 2020, you know. It was 2020. So I call this the 6-day dumpster fire hat.
Oh,
I love it.
It's 2020.
Well, mine's actually quite big too. So hang on.
You have your headphones.
I can't hear you now.
My
I've got
roommate's
headphones
hat
on.
makes a slouchy hat, but it is a warm hat on a cold
I
day.
love it.
I mean, you guys have cold days in Australia also, right? Cold, like, well, you don't, Courtney, but
It's cold for me, but it's not cold by anyone else's standards.
your cold, I think, is in line with like Southern California, you know, like
Yeah,
it gets
but
down
that's because
into,
we
like,
have the really, really bad heat in summer.
Yeah.
So for us summers, you're chilling at 40 degrees Celsius. And so in winter, when it gets down to 10, that's cold in comparison.
10.
Yeah,
brother
it goes
used-
down. When it goes to the single digits, then we all start complaining.
Yeah. My brother used to live in Western Australia in Perth, and he used to say that he needed a jumper or sweater for 2 weeks of the year.
Yeah. I wear it a lot just for comfort more than anything.
Yeah.
I like having the extra layer, but I wear a lot of zipped hoodies so that I can like unzip them, but still have them on. And also to keep me dry from the rain, because there's a lot of rain, especially at the moment.
Yeah,
Hang
you
on,
put
I'm
And
some
gonna
Glenda
house
says,
stuff.
yes, go the Blues.
Yeah.
Pop this link into our mod chat, so any other mods that want to pop on can pop on. Come on, mods. I know you're up.
I think it was in the mod chat.
It's I've been going on these lives for a while, and I guess when I first started doing it, I used to hide my face. Remember that? I would put the camera up and just only show the work, and I wouldn't show my face. And it's it's kind of scary to go live. I'm not going to be able to wear this. It's too hot.
It is a bit over there.
It's really too hot for a hat. Gonna go with that one, but I am wearing crazy pants.
Yep. Because you can now.
Because I can. Yes, I can.
Heather says it's barely 7 a.m. here. Nobody wants to see this hot mess.
Oh, come on. Glynis is in her pajamas.
Yeah. I'm in
Join
my
us,
pajamas.
Heather.
I'm in
Also,
crazy
Heather,
pants.
I started drawing the things you asked for today. So, and I've picked colors. So look out for them soon.
It's 10 degrees here at the moment. There you go.
What is it? Yeah, look it up. What is the weather doing today? It
So
is
I've
15.
decided. Oh, nice. But you're
It's cold.
2 hours behind us. It's 11.
Yes, it's cold and rainy.
Yeah. After our chat last night and my blanket that was behind me that I've taken down now, I'm thinking I'm going to make that into a superstar, a supernova. Supernova? Yeah.
A supernova, you mean like an Aussie confetti version?
Yeah, but with the original 6-day kid blanket pattern. Because you can do it as that one is
Yeah,
that I had
without
up
the
last night.
extra,
Without the extra row.
without the extra granny row.
Seeing as people were asking for it, I'll do it.
In a supernova, you mean?
Yeah. The one I did last time. Whatever that one was. What did I do? The one with all the points.
The
The
one with all
Supernova and Superstar both have lots of
Superstar.
points.
No, the one with lots of points. Not the
Were
one
they
with the extra
even
points.
or different sizes?
Even, the even one.
That's Superstar.
Superstar, yeah, that one. I'm gonna
And
do that
Heather
one.
says, have any of us tried the WT forecast app? It's the best way to get the weather for the day.
What the? No,
We what?
I haven't.
No, WT forecast.
Yeah, it sounds like what the.
Yeah,
What the forecast? Heather.
Gotcha.
exactly. No, but I
Okay.
think I might go download it later.
Okay, let's go. We're going to do it now.
I need to crochet. I didn't get much done for day 2.
I
I
didn't
had
work
lots of
on
work
this.
today.
I didn't work on this at all last night. Actually, I didn't do much of anything. I had another call, I had a couple calls. I got hung up on the phone, trying to get somebody's package to them, and that didn't happen. It went wrong, and and then I laid down on the couch and I fell asleep until about 8 o'clock at night. And then I just basically changed my clothes and migrated upstairs. And I feel like I was up for a couple hours, but I don't remember what I did. So I think I was just pretty much asleep for a lot of the day. But I woke up feeling really rested today. So I think maybe I'm back on track.
That's good.
Sleeping at night and waking up during the day. So I'm feeling pretty good today. Been having a lot of trouble sleeping. What are you laughing at, Glennis?
What the forecast?
Oh, what the?
Sorry, I think I've been found by the trolls on Twitch.
Oh boy.
That's okay. We've banned them. Goodbye.
Let's not give them our energy.
No, I just insta-ban, delete the comments and move on with it. Glenda says it's 16 degrees in Grafton. They're expecting 12 overnight. And then Amy said they had a day this winter where it was minus 36. So blasted cold. No, thank you. That doesn't sound fun. It sounds very cold. I love that green furls hook. That's pretty.
Okay, so this is, that's Perth. Oops, hang on. That's Perth.
Rain goes through itself.
Yes, it can. Our roads flooded again yesterday in a bunch of areas because we had really bad rain. And Shona says hello. Hi, Shona.
And this is New York. Hang on.
It's overcast day, but it's warm. Don't be a friggin' moron. It's about right.
Apparently, it has settings for the amount of spicy language to allow Sunday's call for the maximum.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It has what, sorry?
Settings for the spicy language.
Yes.
so you can increase and decrease it. So
That'll do.
I
Friggin'
think
was
I'll
good enough for me.
download that because that will make me giggle.
It will. That's why I was giggling, and you asked me what I was giggling at. That's what I was giggling at. Thank you, Heather.
Thanks, Heather.
Yeah, thanks, Heather. That's a good one. An app I downloaded recently was CoStar. It's an astrology and horoscope app. Oh my gosh, freaking accurate. It's almost kind of scary.
Did it say you were going to win the lottery or something?
No, unfortunately, no. I have to work for my money. It's not going to come easily, but it is going to come.
Yep. Well, look at all the things you have planned.
Yes.
Go out and get that money. Amy says the summer has been wonderful. Usually we have hot days of 100 degrees plus. We've been hot, but not 100 plus. Lots of 80s and low 90s. It sounds semi-comfortable. I'm not good at converting Fahrenheit to Celsius.
No, well, that one was in Fahrenheit, which was good because I can have mine in Celsius and that one leave in Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Well, I'm on to the second repeat of the colours. So we're getting there. Because I did the first of the darker pink that's on the bottom. And then now I'm on to the other pink.
Pretty.
It's growing.
So I popped onto the Good Loops live. Well, I didn't pop on. I was just watching and commenting on their live yesterday. The Good Loops live with Stephanie and Jen from South Africa, and they're doing something every day for the Crochet Guild of America, which this is the week that they usually have their conference. It's called Chain Link. They have their Chain Link conference, and it's virtual again this year. But
that means the rest of us get to watch too.
Yep. So Good Loops is doing a little something every day, and on Saturday I'll be on their live. It'll be right after.
Yeah, it'll be right after our live because I'm going to start to watch it.
Right. So I think it's 11 o'clock.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuddle Bunny's Crochet says hi from Chile, Victoria.
Yeah. So hang on. You can be my time translator, Courtney. So when is it on?
It'll be 11 p.m. So 2 hours after these normally start.
On Saturday night.
On Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah. I'll be asleep. I have to go to work on the weekend.
Oh no.
I know.
Your work's nice and quiet with everyone being inside.
We don't use that. We don't use that word. The Q word.
You're not at work. I'm allowed to use it now.
I know, but you're saying you hope it will be, and
no. But we never say it when you're actually there.
No, jinx us.
Otherwise, you'll yell at me.
I will.
So will everyone you work with.
I know.
I have friends that are nurses and things. I'm well aware of not being allowed to say that when they're actually there.
Don't say that word.
Christine says hi, everyone. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
But yeah, make sure you share the link to the Good Loops when just before you go live with them on Saturday, so everyone can find it.
I will. I'll have to put up a little announcement or something because I haven't done that. But yeah,
well, you've announced it in the live, so you've started.
I've announced it in the lives, yes, but haven't put anything on my page, which I should.
Sorry, you can do it today. Heather said that she got to the third color yesterday and decided that she didn't like the size of the blanket, so she ripped it out and started over. And yes, I did.
Oh, wow.
But did you take a photo before you frogged?
That is
Should have taken a photo.
very good question.
That would have been her progress for day 2.
Yes.
Oh, right.
I'm figuring that I can't talk and crochet at the same time.
You can't talk and crochet at the same time.
You'll learn.
I'm making a mistake, I know.
I'm not even looking half the time now.
I know.
Well, I am. I'm looking at the camera view on my other screen of what I'm doing to make sure that it's on where it needs to be. And I'm on row 3, which is the easy one to do, especially if I feel.
It's cats.
See, the cats
I
probably
have cats.
think this is the most noise that they've had in the house for ages, so that's why they're getting active.
I
'cause they've been
guess.
sleeping.
I don't know. They're just really frisky today. They're really frisky. They're playing, and they were really quiet yesterday too. So I don't know.
Maybe they got all a burst of energy.
Maybe they're just like me. You know, they got plenty of sleep, and they're just like on fire. I don't know. I feel really well rested for the first time in a while.
That's really good. Being well rested is important. And Heather said she did get a picture. Got to get credit for all of those. I love row 3. It's so nice to do.
It is nice.
You like row 3?
Yeah, I don't have to like really even think or look. You can just feel the gaps between the clusters and off you go.
And row 2 is like the stressful row.
Yeah.
You have to count it properly.
And
then row
3
is like an interesting row, but you can work into gaps, so it's easier. And then row 4 is just a single crochet row, so that's like a break. And then the 2 double crochet rows are like a big break.
I'm on row 3 as well.
And you go back to stress.
Although I always on row 5, that's where I discover if I've made mistakes.
It's true.
4 or 5, depending on if I'm counting row 4. Because sometimes I don't count the 14 in between each. I
never
do
count
them. And then I get on to row 5 and I've got 6 or 8 double crochets instead of 7. And it's like, oh, what did I do this time?
No, yeah, I always count the double crochets.
Yeah, I always count the double crochets, but I don't always count the single crochets. So Christine says that she loves that she can sit here and work on my blanket and watch you all too.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's good. We're all company.
Yeah.
Now, on the Australian crochet site today, there was a lady who posted a photo of a blanket that was given to, I don't know if it was a grandson or son, when he was like a little baby, and then she posted it, and she did post it in 2019 on 6-Day Kid Blanket site. And she posted of one of him, so
I thought later, that was in the 6-Day Kid Blanket.
It was.
I thought that was in the blanket group too. I saw.
And I asked her if she would post it because I said Betty would like to see that.
Ah, okay. That would explain it. Because there's a chance I saw it in one of the Aussie crochet groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so great. So great.
I love seeing my blankets being used.
And he still loves it by the look on his face.
Oh,
he's a little adorable. He's a little blankie. I should have said to her, she needs to make him a Lovey now.
Yes. Do it.
Yeah, but it's a boy. That's why it needs to be a copper one.
But that's why it has a bow tie.
Oh, does it? Okay, I haven't.
Yeah, the bunny. You can either put the bow where it is, or as bow tie. I couldn't find my blue one. I think it's in a box. I'll go looking for it for tomorrow to put.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen the bow tie one.
It's in the pictures. Both Beth and I posted pictures. of
Yeah,
both.
but I don't look that closely at them. I just think they're cute.
I'll find the blue one for tomorrow. I tried to find it, and the yellow one is there. It's just too high, so I'm going to move it down for tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can see the bottom of it, but it's precariously balanced, and it'd be too hard to grab.
Yeah, now everyone will know my secret, and that is that
What's
I
your
only
Well, no, this is just an extra one you made. I don't know what
I
you're
only
talking about.
okay. So I won't. This was
I don't know what you're
the
talking about.
was the this on this colorway. I did the bow tie, the bow tie bunny. So I sewed it together like this, like so, and then
Yeah. Oh.
You gave him a little bow
that's
tie.
cute.
That's why I did a bow, because you can put it wherever you like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Because then they can have it either way, or you can not have it at all. It's completely up to you. But there are more coming because ideas are forming in my brain, and I have written and scribbled them all out. I'm going to the yarn store on
Oh.
Friday to go and get more yarn to make them. Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that cute?
I love those colors.
Mm.
But I should have some design in progress photos probably on the weekend once I've gone and got all the colors that I want for the
I'm so excited for you to keep
designs.
making designs.
Well, I've got a bear. That's probably going to be the next one.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Because that one's closer to being finished. And then Heather asked yesterday, I think, or the day before, for a lion and a mermaid. And so that formed how I could do that today. So I'm going to go get the yarn colors so that I can have a play.
Have a play.
Yeah. Well, I need to make sure that the scribbled notes that I wrote down for some of the extra sections actually works, and then figure out the math for the amigurumi parts and make sure that it works. And then I get to make more different color loveys, and I'm excited because I want to make like a lion color themed one. So like yellow, red, and orange for the lion, and then a sea themed one. I'm excited. I don't know enough people that are having babies to give these to.
I know.
Plenty of people are having babies, and you can always sell your,
I shall, yeah.
Sell your samples.
Well, the yellow one is spoken for, although it won't have a bunny attached. It's going to have a different animal attached, which I need to design. I just made a bunny to go with it for the photos. But that
you could also do like a little rose or a flower instead of a bow tie.
Yes. What I'm thinking I might do with some of the extras is just make those free little things on a website for some of the other extras as I think of them. Just to be like, here is a free little rose to attach to something.
That's a great idea.
To set that up. Because I do plan to have that sort of stuff set up eventually. And that way, even if you've bought the Bunny Lovey pattern, you can then get the other extras easily without me having to send them out to everyone. And then you can use them on everything. And you can then also use some of them as appliques. Like you could put little roses on blankets, various other things. I have lots of ideas.
They're always right under, well, one of them always walks right in front of me. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to the second order round, and I'm not gonna do it like this. Like I did this on a live.
You've already done that once. I don't need
I've
to
already
see it.
done this, right? Where
it's complicated.
Where she said she did all 4 rows at once, and then she set up the photo like so. And honestly, it's just a pain in the butt. And I would not ever, personally, I don't start, if I'm doing different colors for a border round, I would never start them all in the same place because then I'm going to have all those ends to weave in right there.
Yeah, with the 4 colors, what I did on the blanket is I started 1 in each corner so that I had something to sew it into without it interfering with each other.
Yeah. So I usually just turn to another side, and I just start on a different side, and I don't start in the corner, I start in the middle, the new row. And
I think the reason I was starting in the corners is because I wanted the double crochets to sew under first and then into the half doubles. But that's just a personal preference. So that I can secure things easier.
Wait, I just did it wrong. So we're working into the 3rd loop of the half double crochet, so it's like all the way around the back. Now let me get my standing. Doing a standing half double to join. And this border is not that complicated, but everyone's curious about it. So
it looks beautiful. I love it. And I do it on all my blankets.
And the other night on the Zoom call, we kind of tentatively decided we were going to do it on the project that Glynis is working on. Am I right?
Maybe.
We decide?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Still up in the air.
Brenda says that if she tried to do all those colors together in the border, I would need to buy a reindeer to untangle my yarn.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly.
I
tangle yarn very easily.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it was just for the photo. I don't
100%.
think that
and it's a beautiful photo.
I don't think that the person that did that expected the photo to go viral.
Of course not. None of us expect anything to go viral.
Want to know what she was doing and for there to be so much interest in it. But yeah, that photo's been everywhere.
It has.
And stolen.
I'm pretty sure that is the photo that I first saw.
Really?
When I first went, because I found it on Pinterest.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure wherever I found it linked to your website properly.
That's good.
Yeah, as long as it links to me, it's not a problem. Now that people are starting to learn about content theft, I get a lot of messages with people saying this is on your site, this your pattern is on this site or that site or whatever, and I'm grateful that so many people are looking out for it. But as long as it links back to me, I'm perfectly fine with it. So I don't think everybody that was doing the pattern was doing this little detail that I do on the corner. I do 3 double crochet in the center stitch of the corner.
I added it in. I like it. Although the first time when I was testing it for you, when I read it, I was like, do you mean a double crochet? Because there weren't pictures yet. So I messaged you and I was like, is this actually? And you were like, yep. I was like, okay.
Is this right?
It's just because there were no pictures for me to see the what the effect you were going for was. Because we were still testing it out. But I like the added detail that it gives the corners.
I do too. It looks holy.
Hang on, let me see if I can reach my yellow blankie.
That is on the floor. Blanket too. The one I did for Good Loops, the gender neutral blanket.
Because this is the yellow one that I made.
So cute, Courtney.
And that has the.
Look at that nice clean edge. with the straight. Love it.
on the double crochet. But I absolutely love the camel stitch. So, but this blanket is for my friend's next expected little one, because that is the
Hope she's not
colours.
watching.
Oh no, she knows she's getting it. She picked the
Oh,
colours.
good. Oh, good.
That's the nursery colours. No, she is well aware.
It's really cute.
And that's in the Fiddlesticks yarn. And it's really soft. And I used 1 and a bit of each, so you need 2 balls of each colour, but the second ball you barely use any. So
Fiddlesticks is that the spotlight yarn that you all get?
no, that's the so from what I have seen from all the other local and small yarn stores, a lot of them stock it because it's an Australian brand.
Okay.
So if you look for like your local small indie dyer yarn store, they'll probably have it. Otherwise, the place I get it from is Stitchcraft and Wizardry, and they ship Australia and international. So,
okay. And then that's what you're using instead of the Stylecraft, because the Stylecraft is expensive to get in your country.
It is. It's about $7.95 a ball, where the Fiddlesticks is like $5. So, but from what I've seen, a lot of the online and local yarn stores stock the Fiddlesticks brand. They also have a beautiful cotton yarn that's really soft if you're into cotton. And that's the chunky yarn I'm going to be ordering in to try.
Okay.
To try the super chunky things that everyone's doing that I want to do.
And then you
also, I found another chunky yarn that everyone's using instead of the Bernat blanket.
Okay.
Again, what was it?
Courtney's talking about TikTok.
Yes, and Instagram. It's all over Instagram as well, but it started with TikTok. Where is it? Premier Yarns Parfait Chunky is the other one that people are using.
Okay.
And that looks really soft and squishy. So I'm trying to figure out if I can get that here. Hi, Ashwari. Good morning. And yeah, Amy, it is crazy. People steal patterns. It's very, very, very frustrating.
When someone steals your pattern.
Yeah, I saw some of the designers that I follow on Instagram. There's another website that's been hosting stuff, but when I went to go and report the website, it was glitching, and it looks like Google's maybe taken it down and gotten involved, and the app has disappeared from the App Store as well.
Well, that's good.
And Glenda says that I need to be Lovey. Yeah, probably. We'll add it to the list. Clearance yarn is the best. Amy says that her yarn for this project was on clearance for $1 a skein.
Oh,
I love
nice.
clearance yarn.
Score.
It's my favorite.
Score. I feel like I'm crocheting very slowly today.
Yeah, but then people can see what you're doing, which is good.
Yeah, you're also, because you're crocheting down flat where people can see you compared to where you would normally hold it. It's gonna slow you down a little bit. I just love that green hook. I really wish Pearl weren't so expensive to get here.
Well, when I
oh, you have to bring us a whole bunch.
When I
I'm just gonna send you. We'll be like, I want all of these, thanks.
I'm gonna stock up with all the furls. I'll see if they'll give me a wholesale deal, and I'll just bring all the stuff, and y'all girls can get whatever you've been.
We're going to take you on tour so you can start selling them. Bring heaps and furls. You can sell them to everybody who comes to all the
They'll be there for
classes and stuff.
my girls, for my mod squad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you
Everyone
bring
else-
extras,
Everyone
Yeah.
else
sell
can get in
those.
line and they can have y'all's leftovers. How's that sound?
Sounds good. I want one in each color because I want the rainbow.
I know. You all are gonna. I'm gonna have to bring a whole bunch of what is it? 6mm,
Yeah,
3mm. You
6
all had
millimeter and a
same
6.5.
yeah.
Do they do 6.5 in the fill?
I don't remember. I just remember a lot of you asked for the same sizes.
Yeah.
3mm.
Shona says a tour in the UK with those pearls next, please.
Yeah. I want to go to the UK whenever we're out of lockdown.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the UK as well. Go meet
So,
the
I
rest
guess
of my partner's family and meet the rest of my family that lives there.
after we do our bus tour of the US in the 6-day kid blanket bus, I guess we'll have to retire that bus and we'll have to get a 6-day kid blanket jet, and we'll have to jet all over the world and go meet all of our 6-day kid blanket friends from the group. I gotta
Yeah.
catch up with Winnie's Wagons too in Ireland because I want to go see them. And
Yeah.
and Fiona in Scotland, who's always commenting. I want to go visit Fiona, and I want to go to South Africa.
Yeah, if you do that, I'm
I have a
coming
lot
on
of
that one
places I
too.
wanna go. You want to come to South Africa, Courtney? Okay.
Well, then I can go see all my friends and family from there too. And go see all these yarn stores that probably existed when I lived there, but I wasn't into any of that.
Yeah, I want to go to the yarn room in South Africa. That
Do you know where it
Yeah.
is?
I don't actually. I don't.
What's it called?
It's called the
The
yarn
yarn
room.
room.
Yarn room. Yeah, it's Yarn Room SA on Instagram. But they sell the nurturing fibers, and they're good.
It's
they're
in Pretoria.
Pretoria. That's right. It's in Pretoria. You should come. You should come with me on the live on Saturday and talk about the Lovey and meet her. She'd be a good person for you to meet. Jen.
Yeah, I'm free. I'm gonna be chilling in here, so I'll be watching. Because yeah, that's because I was born and raised in Durban in South Africa, so in KwaZulu-Natal, in KZN is the province. And this looks like it's just outside of, well, a decent amount outside of Johannesburg. But the pictures look pretty cool.
We have to go to New Zealand as well because they have lots of
Yes.
yarns. The only trouble with New Zealand is that it's all proper wool because they have proper sheep. And it's
Yeah.
very expensive. It's expensive because it's merino.
But it's so beautiful in New Zealand.
Oh, it's lovely. It's my favorite country.
Yeah.
Oh.
It
I
was
absolutely want to go there.
the third country I went to, because the second place we came was coming here, and then we went to New Zealand shortly after that. But I only went to the south end of the South Island, like right down the bottom of New Zealand. But even that was beautiful. Down in Invercargill.
No, that's very down.
Uh-huh.
That's the bottom.
Yep.
And very cold.
And we were there in December, and it was cold.
Yes.
Middle of summer, outside in jeans and a jumper.
Yep. And I've got to get back to Hawaii as well because my trip was COVID was coming. Instead of winter is coming, it was COVID is coming.
And if we go to Hawaii, we can
You were
meet
there
up with
right
Heather
before
in
COVID.
Hawaii.
Sorry, was that Courtney?
I said if we go to Hawaii, we can convince Heather to join us in Hawaii.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Well, if we meet up in Hawaii, we could convince a lot of people to join us because
Yeah.
Hawaii everyone wants to go there.
I just want to go to like these big box craft stores that you guys have with so much more yarn selection than we have.
Oh, well,
I
you
don't
should
know if
come to New
Hawaii had any.
come
No.
No, Hawaii does not. They do a lot of knit and crochet in Hawaii, but obviously they don't need a lot of sweaters and blankets, but they
Yeah.
make a lot of lei. They crochet lei, and you can make a lei out of anything. It doesn't just only have to be flower lei, but
that's
people
cool.
yeah, people knit and crochet lei to look like different flowers, and really beautiful lei actually. I didn't really do too much of that when I was there, but when you go to their yarn stores, they have a lot of yarn that's used to make lei, like nylon types of yarn, and like the boucles and the fuzzy stuff, and a lot of like decorative types of yarns.
That's really cool.
Lightweight, yeah, not a lot of really heavy yarn.
Yeah.
But I was
Well,
in
Heather
grad
says
school there, so
that
I
she
didn't
doesn't need to be convinced to go to Hawaii.
Well, we went to Hawaii to
Right.
play netball. If I can go to Hawaii to play netball where they don't play netball, I'm sure we can go to Hawaii to do crochet where they don't crochet.
Exactly.
We just take everybody with us for a convention.
Mm-hmm.
We absolutely can. I just want to wait until things calm down a little bit in Hawaii, because because you can't do a lot of traveling now. A lot of people are traveling to Hawaii, and I just want to wait till things calm down there.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
it
I
is an
wouldn't be going
island.
anywhere near. Like leave
they-
them to their own safety.
When I was there, so in
Right.
March 2020, the governor was very, very strong, and he wasn't letting anybody in unless they were coming home. So has he changed his mind? Are the tourists now going back?
No, but the problem is that people are disrespectful in general, and they don't understand Hawaiian people and Hawaiian culture. So
Right.
they're just like overloading the island right now, because it's like the only place they can go,
Yeah, so
and
he
not
wouldn't-
following the rules. And yeah,
So when I was
but I
there,
know they have been very strict. They have been
Yeah.
very strict.
So I was there, I left on the 20th of March 2020, and he basically wouldn't allow anybody back into Hawaii unless they were from Hawaii, they were residents. So, which was very sad because we
Well,
didn't get to do any sightseeing. So I need to go back and finish my trip.
Oh well, we just have to go back.
I know, I'm waiting.
We definitely will go. And I'm going to take my choreography festival back there as well. So I definitely have a trip to Hawaii planned.
We could do both.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Just do both and go for longer.
Well, are you, Glynis, would you be willing to like run lights or sound at my dance performance?
Of course I would. I'm
And
sure I
Courtney,
could.
you could be an usher and let people in the door, take ticket.
I can help with sounds and lights too. I
was thinking Courtney could do the.
I was gonna say I used to dance,
with
so
the
I used to
multimedia
perform.
and you could do, but she could do the video so you could have it up on the big screen as well while you're talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Set it all up. Control the lights so that they can get on and off stage quickly for all the quick changes if it's anything like when I used to do it.
Because we'll need, and for the crochet classes, we'll need to have like the camera that you've got now so that people can see what you're doing.
The overhead setup, yeah.
And then you can have someone like I can help change batteries, and so that you're not having to like
You'll
stop
be
what
my
you're
tech support.
doing.
I could also be in charge of catering.
Yes, food.
Okay.
Food is important.
That
Food and
sounds
drink.
good.
Don't forget the
and drink.
That all
cocktails.
sounds good.
And then if I
Oh,
can get over
man.
driving on the wrong side of the road, I'll drive because I don't drink.
Yeah.
No, I love Hawaii. I would
Yeah,
definitely
do
It
too.
looks
be down
beautiful.
for going and staying for a month or longer and doing all these things.
And think of all the lives you could do from there.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. But we have to make our way from the east coast to the west coast on our tour first.
The east coast of the US
Yeah.
to the so we're going to be boondocking, right? Across the US. Are we
As long as you let me detour to Broadway, I don't care.
You want to go to Broadway? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we should start here in New York, and I think we should do it the first weekend in May. And we could go to the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival, and it's not a big
Yeah.
box store like
But
like what we
that
have
sounds
here,
awesome.
but yeah, it's just so many yarn vendors and wool vendors and spinning wheel vendors, and you can buy entire sheep fleeces.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
And it's just humongous, and it's wonderful. There's so many things to do and buy and see there, yarn related, beautiful hand dyed yarns and bowls and you name it. I mean, it's just like everything you could imagine, a yarn store to no end. And then we could go to the Lion Brand outlet, which is
Yep.
here by me, an hour away from me, and then about a 2-3 hour drive. I think it's about 2.5 hours north of here is Webb's. We could go to Webb's, and that is like a gigantic yarn store. And then in the back, they have a lot of discontinued. It's like where all the discontinued and extra leftover yarn ends up, I feel like. And that's a really wonderful shopping adventure as well. And there are lots of little places in between to go.
You're going to be like the Pied Piper, except you're going to pick up people as you go along.
Yeah. And then I got a detour to meet up with all my gaming friends that live in the US as well.
There you go.
Along the way.
Yeah.
And
we could definitely, as part of that trip, one night go to New York City and visit Times Square and see a show and do all those wonderful things as well.
I'm just so glad that our theatres are opening up here. I'm going to see The Little Mermaid live in September with my friends, and I'm so excited.
My daughter and I have tickets to see Hamilton in the first week in August, and
I am so jealous.
We don't know whether or not it's going to be open.
Well, we will cross everything that can cross, that it will be, so you can go.
She's had the tickets for 6 months.
Oh my God!
I'm really hoping that they bring that here.
Yeah. Anyway.
But we're the last to get everything, so
I might have to go there to see it.
yeah. And now I'm curious. I'm going to finish the stitch and see if it is actually coming here. Because now I'm curious.
Well, they're going to have to extend the seasons here because it
might get delayed. Well,
they've just lost 3 weeks of shows.
Yeah. So we'll have to extend it.
Because all those people that have lost their tickets will have to catch up.
We'll want to watch it. Are you coming to Perth? Oh, it's not coming to Perth.
That looks good. That looks lovely.
It does. That looks beautiful.
I actually feel like I should have skipped even a little bit more along my edge because it's ruffling a tiny bit, but
it's not that noticeable.
It's not that noticeable, but I do all those things. I chain 4 and I extended double crochet. So I create extra stitches along my edge. So yeah, I have to be careful with that.
Yeah, it's going to Sydney and Melbourne. It's not coming here.
Oh, we have to Sydney.
Yeah, but then I risk not being able to get back, and I'm good.
Did you watch it on Apple TV?
No, I think I watched it on Disney Plus.
Oh, it was Disney Plus, was it? Yeah.
Whichever one it was on, because we are not an Apple household.
No. Yeah.
We are an Android and Windows household.
Yeah, no, I couldn't remember who had it. It was Disney.
Yeah. No, I did. It was basically if someone's gonna let me watch a musical, I'm gonna find my way to watch it. I love musicals. Like when they finally did the Les Mis movie all those years ago, I went to the cinema to watch it 4 times with different people because people kept asking me, "Do you want to come?" I'm like, "It's a musical. I'll be there." Almost to the next color. Ugh, stretchy time.
Amy Bryson says she found a wool farmer so close she could be in trouble.
I mean, that sounds like the good kind of trouble.
Yeah.
My yarn store is doing a yarn club thing for the next 3 months where like they're sending out a skein, and I didn't want to miss out, so now I have more yarn coming. We had a skein a month for August, September, and October. Very exciting.
I am trying to find a print on demand service to make the enamel pins so that I could send you all pins like we talked about yesterday.
Yes, you should do that. That would be
a little
awesome.
Swatch award pin. We could have a little pin that says I swatched. We could have a pin that says Mod Squad.
I can make mugs now. I can make mugs now.
You can make mugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you commenting somewhere in the was it in the cricket, the Cricot, whatever, how do you pronounce that group? I was like, I didn't know you were there.
Okay. I am, and I have a Cricot. And
you could cut felt eyes for me.
Yeah. if you do it as an SVG, yeah.
I have no idea how any of that works. It's just that's what a lot of the people are using for amigurumis, and they're cutting it on loads.
Okay.
And it's just little black circles, and then in felt, and little white circles in iron-on vinyl, and then you iron it on to the felt, and then stick it on.
I could do that. I can do that. But if you're giving it to kids, though, how do they stay on?
They use a heat fusible thing on the back, and then they hot glue it to the thing, and it doesn't come off because it fuses with the yarn.
You sure?
Yeah, okay. That's what everyone does. I mean, I would stitch it, but that's just me. I just stitch it with thin embroidery thread. Heather says that she needs a pin that says I swatch and still screwed up my blanket with an angry face.
Oh my goodness. Y'all girls are too funny.
Yeah. This cake is actually now that I've got a decent amount of it out, it's still standing up quite well, even though.
Wow. And you rolled that up yourself on that ball winder, right?
Yeah. Before I got mad at it and stopped using it again.
Mine's still hollow.
It's gigantic.
Yes.
I love when you're almost down to like the very end of the cake and it's still standing up. But I think all that really means is that you crocheted for a very long time and sat in one spot and
Yeah,
didn't
if you
the
move it,
cake for
it
like
collapses.
the entire
Yeah.
the entire
What I
time.
sometimes do is I'll balance it on my on the corner of my desk, so that way I can like put my crochet down next to it without touching it, go away,
Yeah.
and then come back and pick it up again.
Well, because I didn't, because it was the new one didn't go from the right color. I had to undone all of this glue
Okay.
because it would have been too much.
Okay.
So I shoved that in the middle of it to move.
Oh,
it
that's
wouldn't
a
collapse.
good idea.
That's a brilliant idea.
So
I guess you could put a toilet paper tube or I mean, Courtney, you have those cool things for the
I know.
For the whirls,
shapiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also has, she can custom make the round one, so like it's a smooth for the bigger mandalas and cakes and things that exist.
Okay.
The whirl just has the fancy insert because the whirls are wound differently.
Okay.
But anything generally will do to start. But if you use whirls, it's definitely a good investment.
I have so many things on my list to make.
But it's fun to have lots of things.
I've got goddess shawls, and
you need to make that.
After last night's conversation that got me thinking about the superstar, I'm thinking I'm going to have to go and buy yarn for that because it's on sale at the moment.
Which yarn are you thinking of using?
Well, the last time it was stallions, but I'm thinking of doing marble.
Well, the stallion labels are different now.
Yeah, I know, but they don't have the same colours anymore.
Oh, that's annoying. They also don't have as many colours in the marble anymore either.
Yeah.
Because I bought every single colour that they had, and when I was trying to figure out something for our amigurumi, I gave up and I'm now going to use the fiddlesticks because they had the colours. But like I have the colour there, but if people aren't going to be able to buy it and replicate it, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, you have to. It is annoying when you're designing something. You want to make sure whatever yarn you're using isn't going to be discontinued like that year.
And Marvel is so inconsistent with their quality.
Really? They've been pretty consistent when I've gotten it.
Well, that last blanket that I cheated on Betty, when I went back for a second ball of one of the colours, it was really coarse. It wasn't as nice and squishy as normal.
Was it the grey?
No, it was a latte.
Oh. Because the only one I've found that with is one of the darker greys.
Yeah.
But pretty much all of my blankets for the last year and a half, 2 years have been with the marble. Obviously now I've stopped to the fiddlesticks. This one's marble just to match the Lovey. That's really annoying that it's not inconsistent. Like, that would drive me nuts.
Sure.
But if you're not going to use the stallion, what are you going to use?
Well, as I said, I'll use Marvel because it's
Marvel. Yeah. What colours were you thinking?
Yes, the same that was on my
the one that you had on display.
The one that was the one that was on last night. So burgundy, black, navy blue, latte, which is beige, cream. But I might skip the white. The white was a bit too bright.
Well, that will look beautiful. I'm very excited to see it in the.
Aswari just sent me this photo. Aswari Paula, she's been commenting on our lives. She just sent me this photo of her.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Viral blanket that she made.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful blanket. Great job. Well, I think we've been here an hour. I don't remember because we started late.
We
Um,
did.
Yeah, it's an hour past.
and then yeah, it gives me the time, but it's I don't know. I think I started the Zoom call like I don't
It's
even remember. I don't
1:09.
remember
Yeah,
what
the
time.
live's Facebook says it's 1 hour and 9 minutes.
1 hour and 9 minutes. Okay, so we've been on here an hour and 9 minutes. Let's get going.
Yeah.
And we'll
I'm
be
just
back
going
tomorrow.
to-
Today is day 3. I will
It
post the
is.
I'll post the photo for people to put their progress photos in. Make sure you do a progress photo for every day. And I didn't put anything up for swatches, but include your swatch photo in your collage at the end for an extra entry into the drawing that we do at the end for everybody that completes a little bit of work on their blanket. The minimum required amount is 1 complete row on your blanket per day to enter into the drawing. And nice. And yeah,
You don't have to do
let's-
crazy amounts. Just a
this
little
is
bit
all
is
I
fine.
did.
It's
Could be
really
somebody's
nice.
this could be somebody's little baby
Mine's not part
blanket,
of it.
kid doll blanket.
Yeah, that would work
Mine's
really
not
well.
part of it. Although I did start it on the same time, I think. When
It
did we
counts.
Zoom?
It counts. 6-day kid
No.
blanket. It counts.
I didn't take photos.
All right,
so no.
I'm gonna stop the stream.
Yep.
Thank
I'm
you
stopping
for
mine
being
as well.
here, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.